Alright, so we're finally getting around to leveling the surface plate. Of course, there's way too much stuff on it, so it's probably an invalid setup, but better than it was. Steady march to progress or whatever. Anyway, after dealing with a little bit of chicken and egg of is the level calibrated or is the table out? Well, both. So you kind of do, well, I brought both in together. But what I settled on was, I don't think I really have a pointer, but the major line right there and right there. It's the second one in from the center on either side, and then there's 3 shorter lines on the outside. So what I've determined is, as best as I can get it, is when just the tip of that line is beyond the curvature of the bubble. And let's see if we can zoom in. So maybe that's visible, a bit out of focus, but I suppose, where is the camera? Top and bottom doesn't really matter. It's left and right for, an axis of measurement. And if we could get the light to cooperate. Too bright, too dark. We can see that there it extends just beyond the curvature of the bubble, and over here it's peeking out. And to be sure, we'll 180 it and let it settle, and there's going to be error in this because I'm not getting it in the exact same spot at the exact same orientation, but poking out there, and a little bit difficult to see on the camera because of the on-screen graphics of the aperture control. But once again, we've got a tick sticking out beyond, and a tick sticking out beyond. So along this axis we are good, which is the long axis of the table. And we'll come back again and do it across the width of the table. I think it's a little bit easier to see this time. We've got a tiny little bit of that line extending beyond the bubble, and down here a little bit more difficult, but there we go. You should be able to see that. At least zoom in a little bit more. We can see there you go. A little bit of a tick beyond the bubble on either side. And so we'll do a quick 180, which I'm pretty sure really only needs to be done when you're calibrating the level, but it's cheap insurance, I figure. Whether or not you're absolutely sure the level is properly calibrated, just 180ing it for each measurement ensures that whether or not it is calibrated, you're getting consistent measurements and not leaving half of your data set to chance or whatever. I don't really know what I'm talking about. Forgive the flicker, it's a little LED light. But anyway, so now we got surface plate leveled, and as a byproduct, our little old machinist level somewhat calibrated, so we can apply this tool to other machines. And now with a level surface plate, this ball shouldn't run off anywhere it wasn't already headed. It's also going to sit in small cavities on the surface, and any dust on it's gonna have an effect. But not the greatest test, but hopefully we'll be able to balance our grinding wheels, because this is the kind of surface we're getting, and it's okay. Definitely better than it was. I'm going to explore loosening the table traverse drive belt or feed belt, because I think perhaps these spacings correlate with the synchronization to the wheel, because this is a slower traverse rate, and it's a finer pitch, and this is a more aggressive and it's a coarser pitch. So hopefully we can do something about that. So we're going to loosen the drive belt just a little bit, and also hopefully be able to set up and balance our diamond wheel, as well as dress the diamond wheel, so we can be reasonably confident that we're not using an outer round wheel. Because we seem to be getting better results with aluminum oxide and steel. Like this surface, which I think I ground before I ground the actual chuck surface, and I mean it has that pattern too, because of course the belt was at the same tension. I haven't changed it, not in a very, very long time. But one difference is this was using an aluminum oxide wheel that I dressed with the diamond. Yeah, it's okay. I mean, the more you look, the more you see, so at some point, to preserve your sanity, stop looking. Anyway, surface plate's leveled, moving on.